And then schools. How are we doing there? Well, there was an article recently in our paper about the dropout rate in our schools. Our community mirrors others around the nation. Some of our schools are excellent, others are struggling. It depends on where they are, you know, and who attends. It depends on economics mainly. There we go, back to the money question. It's always there, isn't it? Consider the following. Consider the following. In a study of 5,000 students in Dallas, Texas, 25% of them, this is high school students, could not name the country which borders the United States on the south. Now, okay, that's Texas, okay? I'm not saying it's, what I mean is it's close to that other country, you know? Okay, in Boston, that's up north, okay? 38% of the high school students could not name 6 New England states, okay? Depending upon how you count the number of children, now this is an alarming statistic. You know, different people count different ways, okay? But depending upon how you count, the number of children who drop out of high school before they finish is somewhere between 20 and 30%. I think most people say 30. But now, where are these kids going to go? Where are they going to go? What kind of jobs do they hope to get? Where will they end up? Why is it that we have more people incarcerated than any other country in the world? Could it be connected with our education system? Now, how do children grow up with hope, with confidence in the future, in their own place in the future? Right now, we are being urged by our government to live in a climate of fear. This is not hopeful for our children to live in such a climate. Well, you know what I mean. I mean, the most apparent thing is when we go to the airport and we're told that the security alert is up to orange. I have no idea what's going on there. Well, how could it be up to orange? I mean, you know, that's just beneath red, the highest alert possible before the president goes off into a concrete bunker somewhere. And then you go to the security checkpoint and you see them wanding, you know, an 89-year-old who you know, can't step out of his wheelchair to go through the screening device. So, you know, this kind of thing doesn't make you feel more secure. You feel kind of like you're in some kind of bad science fiction movie. So in this country right now, there's this climate of fear. How can we make a climate for our children of hope in the future? Now, speaking of hope, the big question that our children and grandchildren and their children will be asking, the really big question, is are we going to have a viable earth? And right now, we need to begin answering that question, hopefully. Yes, it is possible to change. And no, it is not too late. And yes, Mommy and Daddy are going to do everything possible to be sure that our earth is protected. And then we need to do that, all of us. Those of you who come here regularly know that every Sunday we have together time, once a month. And the children are here with us in the sanctuary on that Sunday. And Kathy begins a story time with the question, and how are the children? And then you all answer, the children are well. Now that question comes from the Maasai tradition. The Maasai are among the most accomplished tribes of Africa. Their people are deeply intelligent, their warriors are fearsome. It is telling that the traditional greeting passed between Maasai warriors is Kasarian Ingera, which means, and how are the children? This greeting acknowledges the high value that the Maasai always place on their children's well-being. Now, even warriors with no children of their own always give the traditional answer. All the children are well, meaning, of course, that peace and safety prevail. The young and powerless are being protected. Maasai society has not forgotten its reason for being, to protect the children. I wonder how it might affect our consciousness if in our culture we took to greeting each other with the same question, and how are the children? I wonder if we heard that question and passed it along a dozen times a day, if perhaps we ourselves would begin to change our priorities? What would it be like if the president began every press conference by answering the question, "And how are the children, Mr. President?" What if every governor, every legislator of every state had to answer the same question with every public appearance? "And how are the children in your state, Senator?" What would happen if every adult, parent and non-parent alike, every citizen felt responsible for our children? And I don't mean just our birth children, I mean all children, knowing that all children are our children. I wonder if then we could truly say, without any hesitation, the children are well. Yes, all the children are well. And then, because if the children were well, all would be well within our land. So be it. Amen.